What if I told you that a simple, seemingly ordinary penny could be worth a fortune? Imagine a coin in your collection, pocket, or jar of spare change hiding secrets that only a handful of collectors know about. Today, we're diving deep into the world of the 1997 US penny. On the surface, it's just a coin, a tiny piece of copper and zinc with the familiar profile of Abraham Lincoln. But beneath its unassuming exterior lies a tale of history, rarity, and hidden potential value. Stick around, because by the end of this video, you might just find yourself on the hunt for this special penny. To truly understand the significance of the 1997 US penny, we first need to go back to the world in which it was minted. The late 1990s was an era of economic prosperity in the United States, marked by the dot-com boom, cultural shifts, and rapid advancements in technology. The US Mint, as always, was busy producing billions of coins for circulation, including the 1-cent coin we all know so well. The Lincoln penny, introduced in 1909 to commemorate the centennial of Abraham Lincoln's birth, had long been a staple of American coinage. By 1997, it had been over 50 years since the reverse design, featuring the Lincoln Memorial, was introduced in 1959. But what makes the 1997 penny stand out? After all, it was minted in the billions, making it one of the most common coins in circulation. That's precisely what makes its hidden rarities so intriguing. Among the millions of identical pennies, there are a few with unique characteristics, details so subtle they often go unnoticed by the casual observer. Could one of these rare pennies be hiding in plain sight? Let's take a closer look. The design of the 1997 penny is both iconic and detailed. On the obverse side, we see Victor David Brenner's portrait of Abraham Lincoln, a design that has graced the penny for over a century. The reverse features the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo, with intricate details that include a tiny depiction of Lincoln seated inside the memorial, a feature so small it requires magnification to fully appreciate. But here's where things get interesting. Even the slightest variation in these designs, a misplaced letter, a doubling of the image, or an imperfection in the minting process, can transform a regular penny into a collector's dream. One of the most talked about aspects of the 1997 penny is the possibility of errors. Coin collectors, or numismatists, are always on the lookout for minting mistakes. These errors can occur during the production process and might include doubled dies, off-center strikes, or planchet anomalies. For the 1997 penny, one of the most sought-after errors is the double die obverse. This occurs when the die used to strike the coin has been accidentally engraved twice, creating a doubling effect on the design. Letters, numbers, or even parts of Lincoln's portrait may appear doubled, making the coin highly valuable to collectors. Another fascinating detail to watch for is the close AM or wide AM error on the reverse of the penny. This variation occurs in the spacing between the letters A and M in the word America on the reverse side of the coin. While this error is more commonly associated with pennies from the late 1990s and early 2000s, some collectors claim to have spotted it on 1997 pennies as well. If you happen to find one, it could be worth far more than a single cent. But rarity and value aren't just about errors. The condition of a coin plays a crucial role in determining its worth. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS, 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation. A 1997 penny in pristine, uncirculated condition is already more valuable than one that has been heavily circulated. Add an error or unique variation, and the value skyrockets. In recent years, 1997 pennies with confirmed errors have sold for hundreds, even thousands of dollars at auction. Let's talk about why collectors are so drawn to coins like the 1997 penny. Beyond their monetary value, these coins represent a piece of history. They tell the story of America's economy, culture, and craftsmanship. For some, the thrill lies in the hunt, scouring rolls of pennies or jars of change in search of that one elusive coin. For others, it's about preserving a piece of the past, a tangible link to a moment in time. But what if there's more to the 1997 penny than even the experts realize? Could there be an undiscovered error, a rare variant waiting to be found? The possibility keeps collectors and enthusiasts searching, analyzing every detail of these seemingly ordinary coins. And who knows? The next great discovery could be yours. Before you start rummaging through your change, let's talk about how to properly examine a penny for rarity and value. First, you'll need a magnifying glass or a coin loupe to closely inspect the details. Look for any signs of doubling, misalignment, or unusual markings. Pay attention to the edges of the coin. Off-center strikes or clipped planchets can indicate errors. And don't forget to examine the date, lettering, and Lincoln Memorial closely. Even the smallest detail can make a big difference. Once you've identified a potential rarity, the next step is to have the coin professionally graded. Coin grading services like PCGS or NGC can authenticate and grade your coin, providing an official certificate of its condition and value. This step is crucial for serious collectors and can significantly increase the coin's marketability. As we wrap up, let's consider the true value of the 1997 penny. For most, it's a humble coin, a small piece of change passed over without a second thought. But for those in the know, it's a symbol of possibility, a reminder that even the most ordinary objects can hold extraordinary stories. Whether it's a minting error, a unique variation, or simply a pristine example of its kind, the 1997 penny proves that there's always more to discover. And if you're fascinated by the mysteries of coins like the 1997 penny, you won't want to miss our next video. We're uncovering the secrets of another coin that collectors are scrambling to find. Hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you don't miss out. Who knows? The next treasure might already be in your pocket. What if I told you that a simple penny from 1995 could hold the key to a hidden fortune? Imagine rummaging through your spare change or coin jar and discovering a piece of history worth far more than its face value. Today, we're peeling back the layers of mystery surrounding the 1995 US penny. At first glance, it's just another 1-cent coin, common, ordinary, and often overlooked. But as we dig deeper, you'll see there's more to this coin than meets the eye. Stay with us because what you're about to learn could turn a humble penny into a prized possession. Let's rewind to 1995. The United States was in the midst of change, culturally, economically, and politically. The tech revolution was gaining steam, the stock market was climbing, and the U.S. Mint was busier than ever, producing billions of coins for circulation. Among them was the Lincoln penny, a coin with over 80 years of history by this time. First minted in 1909 to honor Abraham Lincoln's 100th birthday, the penny had become a cornerstone of American currency. In 1995, the design of the penny was as familiar as ever. The obverse featured Victor David Brenner's iconic portrait of Lincoln, a design so timeless it has remained virtually unchanged for over a century. The reverse depicted the Lincoln Memorial, designed by Frank Gasparo in 1959, marking the 150th anniversary of Lincoln's birth. But even in its familiarity, the 1995 penny holds secrets that set it apart from billions of others. What makes the 1995 penny so special? For one, it's a coin that has captured the attention of collectors due to a very specific error, the 1995 double die obverse. If you've never heard of a double die error, it's a fascinating phenomenon in the world of numismatics. Essentially, a double die occurs during the minting process when a die is misaligned or impressed more than once, causing certain details on the coin to appear doubled. In the case of the 1995 penny, this error is most noticeable in the inscriptions on the obverse, specifically in the words "Liberty" and "In God We Trust." The 1995 double die penny is considered one of the most significant and accessible error coins in recent history. Unlike some rare coins, which are nearly impossible for the average person to find, this penny was widely distributed. That means it's entirely possible for someone to stumble upon one in their pocket change. But don't let its potential availability fool you. This coin can be worth much more than 1 cent. In fact, examples of the 1995 double die penny in pristine, uncirculated condition have sold for hundreds of dollars, with particularly fine specimens fetching even more at auction. What's even more intriguing about the 1995 penny is the sheer excitement it generates among collectors. For those in the know, the hunt for a double die error is like searching for buried treasure. It's a meticulous process, requiring patience, a good eye, and the right tools. A magnifying glass or coin loop is essential for spotting the subtle doubling that defines this error. And while the most pronounced doubling occurs in the inscriptions, collectors often scrutinize every detail of the coin for additional signs of rarity. But let's not stop at the double die error. The value of any coin, including the 1995 penny, depends on several factors. Condition, or grade, is one of the most critical. Coins are graded on a scale from poor, P1, to mint state, MS 70, with higher grades indicating better preservation. A 1995 penny in average circulated condition may not be worth more than its face value, but one in mint state with a double die error can be a true collector's gem. Beyond errors, some collectors value the 1995 penny for its historical significance. It's a snapshot of America in the mid-1990s, a time of optimism, technological growth, and cultural shifts. For many, coins like the 1995 penny are more than currency. They're tangible connections to a specific moment in time. But here's where it gets even more intriguing. Could there be undiscovered variations of the 1995 penny? Numismatists are always on the lookout for anomalies that haven't been officially documented, subtle differences in design, material, or production that could make a coin unique. The possibility keeps collectors searching and fuels the enduring fascination with coins like this one. If you're wondering whether you might have a valuable 1995 penny, here's what you need to do. First, examine your coins carefully, using a magnifying glass or coin loop to check for any signs of doubling. Pay special attention to the inscriptions and date on the obverse. If you think you found a double die error, consider having the coin professionally graded and authenticated by a reputable service like PCGS or NGC. This step is crucial for determining its value and ensuring its legitimacy. As we near the end of this journey into the 1995 penny, it's clear that this humble coin is anything but ordinary. For some, it's a valuable collector's item, a piece of history worth preserving. For others, it's a gateway into the fascinating world of numismatics, where even the smallest details can hold immense significance. And if you're as captivated by the mysteries of coins as we are, you won't want to miss our next video. We'll be diving into the story of another legendary penny that sparked debates and dreams among collectors. Make sure to hit subscribe and turn on notifications so you'll be the first to know. Who knows? The next great discovery might already be in your pocket. You're scrolling through your change jar, picking through a pile of pennies, when one coin catches your eye. It's a 2002 penny, nothing extraordinary at first glance, but could it be hiding something far more valuable than its face value? Today, we're diving into the mystery of the 2002 US penny and its potential to be worth much more than you'd expect. What if this penny could be worth hundreds, or even thousands, of dollars? Stick around as we uncover the secrets of this modern coin and reveal what collectors are desperately searching for. The year 2002 might seem like just another date in the early 21st century, but for US currency, it marked an interesting time in history. The country had just passed through the turn of the millennium, and the economy was in the midst of change. The 2002 penny, with its familiar Abraham Lincoln portrait and the Lincoln Memorial on the reverse, was no different from most pennies circulating in the United States. It was part of the same familiar design that had been in place for decades, ever since the 1909 introduction of the Lincoln cent. But just like any coin, its value goes beyond its face value, and in this case, that value can be far more surprising. You might be thinking, what makes the 2002 penny stand out? After all, there were billions of pennies minted that year. But here's the twist: among the countless pennies from 2002, there are certain variations that are sparking the interest of coin collectors across the country. To fully understand why the 2002 penny is more than just another 1-cent piece, we need to look deeper into the world of coin errors and rarities. What collectors are searching for in the 2002 penny may surprise you. One of the key factors making the 2002 penny particularly interesting is the potential for rare minting errors. Minting errors occur when something goes wrong during the production process, creating a coin that's different from the standard issue. These errors can range from minor misprints to more significant defects, and collectors pay top dollar for coins with unusual characteristics. When it comes to the 2002 penny, one of the most sought-after errors is the so-called 2002 double die penny. A double die error happens when a die is misaligned during the minting process, resulting in a doubling of certain features on the coin, such as the date, the inscriptions, or even parts of the design. For the 2002 penny, collectors are particularly on the lookout for examples where the word "Liberty" or "In God We Trust" shows noticeable doubling. These double die errors are often small but distinct, and they can make the coin extremely valuable. Coins with such errors are highly prized by collectors, and examples in excellent condition can fetch hundreds of dollars, or even more, at auction. But the story doesn't end with the double die error. There's another reason the 2002 penny is on the radar of coin enthusiasts: the transition from the original design to a new series of coins featuring different reverses. In 2002, the U.S. Mint began a significant change in its coinage series, starting with the introduction of the State Quarters program. This transition left collectors on the edge of their seats, eager to get their hands on coins from this period that might be rarer or more valuable due to the changes in design and production processes. As we explore the 2002 penny further, it's important to remember that not every 2002 penny is going to be worth a fortune. Most of the pennies minted that year are still worth just 1 cent in circulation. However, when you take a closer look at the condition and the possibility of a minting error, you begin to realize why collectors are combing through their change jars, scouring eBay listings, and hunting for that elusive gem from 2002. The condition of the coin is another crucial factor that determines its value. A penny that has been well preserved, with no wear and tear, is considered to be in mint state. These pristine coins are much more valuable than their worn counterparts. To determine whether your 2002 penny could be worth more, you need to look at it carefully. Is it shiny and new, or is it scuffed and scratched from years of circulation? Coin collectors prize coins that are in mint or near mint condition, as these examples hold the greatest potential for future value. Let's take a moment to look at some real-world examples of what the 2002 penny could be worth, depending on its rarity and condition. Coins with double die errors, for instance, have been known to sell for hundreds of dollars, depending on the extent of the error and the condition of the coin. A 2002 doubled die penny in perfect condition could be worth anywhere from $100 to $200, while one that is less pristine may still command a respectable price among collectors. But don't get too comfortable just yet. What if I told you that some of these pennies have sold for thousands of dollars? Here's where things get really interesting. As with any area of collecting, there's always the possibility of a coin being vastly more valuable than initially thought. Some coins are sold at auction and achieve prices that defy expectations, especially when the coin is considered to be a rare find. Could there be an unlisted variant of the 2002 penny, something unique or completely unheard of that could set a new record? This is the kind of speculation that keeps collectors on edge, always wondering if they might discover the next hidden treasure. And here's a little insider tip for all you aspiring coin hunters: if you want to know if your 2002 penny might be worth more than face value, the first step is to inspect it closely. A simple magnifying glass or coin loupe will help you look for any doubling in the design, particularly on the words and date. Pay attention to any signs of minting errors, like raised or doubled features, as these are what set error coins apart from the ordinary. If you think you found a gem, your next step should be to have it professionally graded. Grading services, such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, the 2010 US penny may look like an everyday coin, but it holds a fascinating place in numismatic history. To the untrained eye, it seems like just another Lincoln penny, but the truth is, the story of the 2010 penny is deeply tied to the evolution of American coinage, historical significance, and even modern innovations. Collectors and coin enthusiasts alike often overlook this year, but those who pay close attention know there are intriguing details that make the 2010 penny worth more than a cursory glance. Could it be that you have a unique piece of history hiding in your pocket change? Let's dive into why the 2010 penny deserves a closer look. By 2010, the Lincoln penny had already been in circulation for over a century, first minted in 1909 to commemorate the 100th anniversary of Abraham Lincoln's birth. Designed by Victor David Brenner, the obverse of the penny featuring Lincoln's profile became one of the most iconic images in American coinage. Over the years, the reverse side of the penny has undergone several transformations, each reflecting an aspect of American heritage. In 2010, however, the penny entered a new era. The coin now featured the Union Shield design, which replaced the Lincoln Memorial reverse that had been in use since 1959. The 2010 penny is notable as the first full production year to feature the Union Shield reverse. This new design symbolizes the strength and unity of the United States, with a shield consisting of 13 vertical stripes topped by a horizontal bar representing the original 13 states unified under a federal government. The phrase, E pluribus unum, meaning, out of many, one, is inscribed above the shield. This shift from the Lincoln Memorial design was not just an aesthetic choice but a deliberate effort by the U.S. Mint to connect modern coinage with foundational American ideals. What makes the 2010 penny particularly interesting to collectors is its composition and the potential for minting anomalies. While the penny's outward design reflects historical themes, its internal makeup tells a more contemporary story. The 2010 penny, like others produced after 1982, is made of 97.5% zinc with a thin copper plating. This composition was chosen decades earlier as a cost-saving measure when the price of copper rose. Despite its ordinary materials, collectors are always on the lookout for unique characteristics that can dramatically increase a coin's value. Minting errors and anomalies are a key area of interest for anyone studying the 2010 penny. Like any year, 2010 pennies occasionally left the mint with striking errors that make them rare and valuable. Among these, double die errors, off-center strikes, and die cracks are the most commonly sought-after features. A double die penny, for instance, occurs when the coin's design is struck twice at slightly different angles, creating a noticeable doubling effect in areas such as the date or inscriptions. Off-center strikes, where the design is misaligned with the coin's edges, are another favorite among collectors, often fetching high prices at auctions. Beyond the more common errors, the 2010 penny has been subject to urban legends and speculation. Stories circulate about rare transitional errors, where coins might accidentally feature materials or designs intended for a different year. Although no verified cases of such transitional errors have surfaced for the 2010 penny, the possibility fuels ongoing excitement among collectors. Could there be an undiscovered treasure lurking in your spare change? Auction results for error coins from 2010 illustrate how even minor differences can translate into major monetary value. For example, pennies with striking defects or unique die variations have been known to sell for hundreds, even thousands, of dollars depending on their rarity and condition. It's a reminder that sometimes the smallest imperfections can turn a simple penny into a collector's dream. Beyond errors, the 2010 penny holds value for its historical context. This was a time when the U.S. Mint was modernizing its operations and introducing more innovative designs across its coinage lineup. The Union Shield reverse was part of a broader effort to refresh the nation's coins while still preserving their ties to history. The design was the work of Lyndall Bass, an artist whose work captured the timeless ideals of American unity and resilience. The introduction of the Union Shield was not just a design update but a statement about the enduring strength of the nation during a period of economic and social challenges. For those interested in collecting 2010 pennies, it's important to know how to identify and preserve valuable coins. Start by examining your pennies under a magnifying glass or microscope, looking for any anomalies in the design. Check the edges, inscriptions, and date for signs of doubling or misalignment. Weighing the coin on a digital scale can also help identify potential composition errors, as coins with unusual weights might indicate a minting mistake or even a counterfeit. Once you've identified a potential treasure, proper preservation is key. Store valuable pennies in coin holders or albums to prevent damage from air, moisture, and handling. If you believe your coin is particularly rare or valuable, consider having it graded by a professional service such as the Professional Coin Grading Service, PCGS, or the Numismatic Guarantee Corporation, NGC. A certified grade not only protects your coin but also provides a standardized assessment of its value in the marketplace. When it comes to selling rare 2010 pennies, there are several options to explore. Local coin dealers and coin shows offer opportunities to sell your coins directly to knowledgeable buyers. Online platforms like eBay and specialized auction sites provide access to a broader audience but require careful research to ensure you're reaching the right market and getting a fair price. The key to maximizing the value of your coin is understanding its rarity and presenting it effectively to potential buyers. The 2010 penny might seem like an ordinary piece of change, but it's a coin that bridges the past and the present, combining historical design elements with modern innovation. Whether you're a seasoned collector or someone who's just started examining their pocket change more closely, this coin offers a unique window into the artistry, history, and occasional mysteries of U.S. coinage. Could the next penny you find in your wallet be worth more than its face value? The only way to know is to start looking closely and learning the secrets these small pieces of history hold. The story of the 2010 penny reminds us that even the simplest objects can carry a wealth of meaning, and, perhaps, monetary value.